वाला 3 मिनट्स।
शुक्रिया सभापति जी। मौजूदा विषय जो विदेश मंत्री जी ने उठाया, आज राजनीति से ऊपर उठकर भारत माँ का सीना 140 करोड़ भारतीयों का सीना छलनी है। सपने जमी पर, हाथ में हथकड़ी, पांव में जंजीर, स्वाभिमान जो है वो धूमिल होता हुआ। सर, 4 सिंपल क्लैरिफिकेशन माननीय विदेश मंत्री जी से हैं। पहली, क्या सरकार जानती है कि 5 फरवरी को 104 भारतीयों को हाथ में हथकड़ी और पांव में जंजीरें लगाकर, जहां 19 महिलाएं भी शामिल थी, 40 घंटे की यात्रा जिसमें एक टॉयलेट, इस अमानवीय तरीके से उनको जबरन भारत भेजा गया और सरकार चुप्पी साधे रही? क्या सरकार जानती है कि 7,25,000 ऐसे भारतीय हैं जिनको अमेरिका इसी प्रकार से वहां से निकालने की तैयारी कर रहा है? क्या यह व्यवहार एक आतंकवादी या उग्रवादी का व्यवहार है भारतीयों से, या एक मानवीय व्यवहार है? इस पर क्या सरकार टिप्पणी करेगी? दूसरी क्लैरिफिकेशन, सर, कितने हजार और भारतीय हैं? हमने वो तो देखे जो हथकड़ी और जंजीरों में बंधकर आए, हमारे भाई बहन और बच्चे, पर कितने हजार ऐसे भारतीय हैं 7,25,000 में से जिन्हें अमेरिका ने डिटेंशन सेंटर में इसी अमानवीय तरीके से बंद कर रखा है, और उनके क्या हालात हैं और क्या उनको आपने काउंसलर एक्सेस दिया है? तीसरी क्लैरिफिकेशन, सर, क्या अब की बार ट्रंप सरकार नमस्ते ट्रंप पर 100 करोड़ रुपया खर्च करने वाली, उनके गले पड़ने वाली सरकार ये समझती है कि ये सब 7,25,000 भारतीय इसलिए गए कि 2 करोड़ रोजगार बार बार हर साल देने का वादा करने वाली सरकार न रोटी दे पाई, न अच्छी जिंदगी दे पाई, और मजबूरन पत्नी के गहने रहन करके 1-1 एकड़ जमीन बेचकर अपना मकान गिरवी रखकर ये लोग वहां गए? अब इनके बारे में सरकार क्या करेगी? चौथी क्लैरिफिकेशन, सर, I'll close it then.
थैंक यू।
क्या सर, ओनली लास्ट क्लैरिफिकेशन, जब कोलंबिया जैसा छोटा सा मुल्क और उनकी राष्ट्रपति लाल आंख दिखाकर अमेरिका को अब उनके नागरिकों को बेइज्जत और अपमानित करने के बारे में उनको सही मार्ग दिखा सकता है, तो आप क्यों नहीं? तब जब 1993 में जब हमारे एक डिप्लोमेट के साथ, सर, एक लाइन, सर, वन लाइन,
you made your point,
sir, one line,
sorry,
with due regard,
देखिए,
sir, just one line.
Second, I made a departure,
yes,
believing in everybody's commitment.
Sir, I defer to everything. Sir, just
nothing,
one line.
No. No. Shri Tiruchi Shiva, I will not. Please take your seat. You have never done. For a change, obey the chair. Please, for a change. It will be the first of the kind from Shri Tiruchi Shiva. Please. Tiruchi ji, nothing is going on record. Shri Tiruchi Sharma. Shri Tiruchi Shiva.
Thank you, Chairman, sir.
What is this? You are a senior man and still doing it. Can there be a more abuse of a privilege extended?
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, thank you.
Shri Tiruchi Shiva.
Sir, it is not.
Sir, it is intervention.
At anyone.
The honorable member has misunderstood. It is intervention. Please go ahead.
Sir, honorable member has asked clarification.
I said I allowed interventions. He can ask. Please go ahead.
Chairman, sir, I said it is not pointing fingers at anyone. Just we need some clarifications. We accept that what the External Affairs Minister told, that it is an ongoing process. The deportation of illegal migrants have been happening. But what we have heard now is that the way they have been sent is not in a proper manner. I would like to know whether Indian embassy has been contacted by the US government and have given information that this number of people are going to be deported. And in that case, what was the reaction? And what we hear through media is that these people were handcuffed, they were ill-treated, stranded for more than 14 hours, and it is totally inhuman. that nobody will admit, whether the government or us or any human. So they are all Indians. First of all, the deportation should happen in a proper manner. Why it should be an Air Force flight where there will be less comforts, we know very well. And what steps our government has taken, if at all it has been informed, to deport them. How many women were there? How many children were there? And after they have reached India, whether the government has reached out to them to know their experience and have tried to address what has happened. And if anything to be contacted to be with the US government, what are the plans you have? Thank you very much.
Shri Saket Gokhale.
Thank you very much, sir. So I very carefully listened to the Honourable Minister's statement. What baffles me is that the Minister seemed more focused on defending the US deportation policies than the interest of our own citizens. So one thing that stood out in the Honourable Minister's statement is that from the year 2016, the number of deportations of Indians have doubled. 2016, we know which government was in power, that government continues to still be in power. According to a survey by Pew Research Center, sir, 2011, there were 425,000 undocumented Indian migrants in the US. In 2021, that number has gone up by 70% to 725,000. Sir, the US is just one part of it. Prime Minister Modi personally requested the Russian President, Mr. Putin, but there are still Indians who are being forced to serve in the Russian army. They're dying on the borders of Ukraine. They've still not been repatriated to India despite PM Modi's request. I have some very, very pointed questions, so I'm going to keep it short. So as the first we talk, and we hear in this house almost every minister, every member when they speak from the treasury benches, we are the world's 5th largest economy. We are soon going to be 3rd largest. We are a Vishwaguru.
Ask this.
Sir, as a Vishwaguru, I'm asking through you, sir, as a Vishwaguru, are citizens being shackled in chains, their legs being shackled together, being handcuffed, when countries like Colombia, which don't even figure in the top 10, can send an aircraft and bring their citizens back with dignity? What stops our government from sending one aircraft? We don't have a shortage of it.
Thank you.
What stops? No, sir, I have just one. You said 3 minutes, sir. That's all I'm requesting. So why have we not been able to ensure a dignified and humane repatriation of our citizens is number one. And number two, sir, the Honourable Minister made a very important point about undocumented migrants facing a lot of risk. The migrants have gone to the US, have gone through the Darien Gap, through the northern border. Many of them are frozen and died on the northern border as well. So the question is, what process does the ministry have? Because clearly there's economic distress. They're running away from the country for search of better opportunities. What processes do we have? Be it Cambodia, Indians are trapped, made to work in call centers. In the US. So how is the ministry, beyond protector of immigrants, which doesn't do much, how is the ministry ensuring that so many Indian citizens don't have to risk their lives to run away from a failing economy and go to other countries illegally, sir? Thank you.
Honorable members, before I call Sanjay Singh, I would urge you that comprehensively issues have been raised by Randeep Singh Surjewala, Tiruchi ji, and Saket also. Avoid repetition. श्री संजय सिंह।
धन्यवाद मान्यवर। भारत दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र है सर, और प्रधानमंत्री जी बार बार अमेरिका से अपनी दोस्ती और रिश्तों को लेके बखान करते हैं। मैं बड़ी विनम्रता पूर्वक आपके माध्यम से पूछना चाहता हूं विदेश मंत्री जी से कि हाथ में हथकड़ी, पैरों में बेड़ी डालकर
रणदीप कह चुके
सर अमानवीय तरीके से उनको भारत लाया गया। मैं अगला सवाल तो पूछ सर, सवाल तो सुन,
एक सेकंड, आई वुड अर्ज द मेंबर्स
सर, सवाल तो सुन लीजिए।
ऑलरेडी मेड दैट पॉइंट, आगे
का तो सुन लीजिए।
ओके, गो अहेड।
लाया गया और लाने के बाद भारत की धरती पर जब उतर गए तो आप भी उनको सम्मान देने के लिए तैयार नहीं। हरियाणा के कैदी वैन में हमारे नागरिकों को ले जाया गया, कैदी वैन में सर, अपनी धरती पे।
पूछिए,
छोड़ दीजिए, क्या अमेरिका ने जो किया उसके साथ तो आप खड़े ही हैं, उसको तो आप बखान कर रहे हैं। हमारी धरती पे उनके साथ कैदी वैन में उनको लाया गया। छोटा सा जो हमारे और भी लोगों ने पूछा, छोटे छोटे देश अपना जहाज भेज के अपने नागरिकों को अपने अपने देश में ला रहे हैं। क्या भारत के सरकार की आगे योजना है कि आप अपना जहाज भेजेंगे? आप ऑपरेशन गंगा का जिक्र करते हैं यूक्रेन में, आप कोई ऐसी योजना बना रहे हैं अपने नागरिकों को लाने के लिए? अंतिम सवाल सर 33 इसमें गुजरात के लोग थे, हरियाणा के लोग थे, पंजाब के लोग थे, यूपी के लोग थे। आपसे मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, आपकी धरती पर अमेरिका के सेना का जहाज आ गया और आपको पता तक नहीं चला? आपने जानने की कोशिश तक नहीं की? आपने जानने तक कोशिश नहीं की कि एक टॉयलेट में शर्म करो आप लोग, एक टॉयलेट में 104 लोग अमानवीय तरीके से लाए गए। एक टॉयलेट के इंतजाम में 104 लोग
देखिए
अमेरिका से हिंदुस्तान लाए गए।
सुरजेवाला हैड इन अ वेरी फोकस्ड मैनर आस्क्ड, प्लीज डोंट, वन सेकंड, प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार झा जी, I expect from you
I will not
that
repeat.
You will add extra.
I assure you,
Mr.
sir.
Taken note of what has already
I
been said.
assure you, sir. I'll not repeat any of the points mentioned by any of my colleagues.
Please go ahead.
My first query, explanation from Honorable Minister, sir. It involves us all. The images were worrisome. And that's why you have made a suo moto statement. Because the images were worrisome, a couple of issues to seek from you. How much advance notice that the government of India received for this US deportation?
Yes.
And how many much more are in the pipeline? Number one. Number two, did the Indian embassy or the consulate provide any kind of legal or consulate service sought by them?
Yes.
Or if not at all, what was? What the government is doing about the agents and agencies which openly on their website claim that they will make you reach your favored destination.
Yes.
And sir, before I conclude, my query is, sir, there might be illegal infiltrators or whatever for US. For us, they are our genuine citizens. हमारे नागरिक हैं, और चूंकि हमारे नागरिक हैं, how does this deportation align with India's broader policy on protecting its citizens abroad? Will the Indian government raise this, particularly the inhuman aspect of it, which scares us all, intimidates us, at a multilateral platform or in a bilateral manner? Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. John Britas. John Britas.
Sir, being a member
only new points.
Sir, being a member of a standing committee, that is MEA, please give me 3 minutes.
Sir, don't ask time, make only new suggestions.
Sir, only new. If it is old, please take it off. Sir, is it not a fact that countries like Colombia, Mexico, Brazil...
Now, Dr. John Britas,
question,
it is
sir.
Fourth time you are reiterating. It has been said.
Sir, I am quoting. Sir, I am quoting.
Please,
I will only
appeal to you.
I will only say new things, sir. My
Professor Manoj Kumar Jha came up with new points. Come with new points.
My question, only new things, sir. Is it not a fact that New York Times reported that military planes have rarely been used in the past by the US deportation? First question. Second question, Honorable Minister listed about the deportations. In the past, all these deportations the minister referred to, were they undertaken in passenger aircrafts or in military aircrafts? Third, as per the unstarred question on 28/7/2022 on Rajya Sabha, is it not a fact that the minister had said that any violation of immigration laws is brought to our notice, our missions, post abroad, and seek consular access? In this case, were our missions alerted? Were the details provided to our mission? And the fourth question, sir, International Human Rights Convention, India is a signatory to UN human rights treaties. Is it a fact that it emphasizes humane treatment in deportation cases? And the fifth question, sir, the lack of data. As a member of the External Affairs Standing Committee, we have been agitated over the lack of data with regard to the Indians abroad. And the sixth point, sir, illegal agents Will the government do something to ensure that illegal agencies are busted? Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister, if you would like to respond.
Sir.
Honorable members, please bear with me. No. All right, Honorable Minister. No. One second. Professor Ram Gopal Yadav, unfortunately there was no input from your side, and therefore I thought.
Sir.
No, that has been covered. Professor Sahab. Professor Sahab, I urge both the professors to be in the same boat today.
मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो डिपोर्टेशन हुआ है, इससे पहले क्या इस संबंध में आपकी वहाँ के अधिकारियों से बातचीत हुई थी? नंबर 2, जो लोग डिपोर्ट हुए हैं अभी या पहले भी, क्या उनकी वहाँ कोई संपत्ति है, और अगर संपत्ति है तो उसको लाने की क्या व्यवस्था की गई? क्योंकि मेरी जानकारी में है संपत्ति लोगों के पास, बहुत प्रॉपर्टी है, और नाउ दे आर बीइंग डिपोर्टेड। उनकी जो सूची में है उनमें आप पता कीजिए कि कितने लोगों के पास कितनी संपत्ति है, और क्या उस संपत्ति को भारत में लाने की इजाजत दी जाएगी?
Dr. M. Thambidurai. Sir, 1 minute.
Only one point I am raising, sir. As all our members raised, I am also concerned how they treated.
Sir, one point, make the point.
Sending our Indian people. First point, sir, I want to raise. Whether, sir, Trump has come over the president of India now, our Indian origin, Lady Kamala Harris fought against her. She lost. I am fearing. She is also Indian, also a special Tamil origin lady. So many Tamil people and Indian people are residing in America. Whether any revenge is going to take place in the way to treat our Indian people.
Thank you.
No, this is a serious matter.
You raised the point.
Because our candidate Harris has
raised the point. You have raised a good point. Okay.
Therefore, I want to know whether such kind of
Shri Santosh Kumar
will come.
Shri Santosh Kumar.
I have two clarifications to seek. Number 1, Trump will be in power for the coming 4 years. So how many more deportation we are expecting in the coming years? Number 1. Number 2, there are many households in the US.
One second, please.
There are many households in US where family members have different legal status. Some of them may be legal, some of them may be undocumented or migrants like that. So do we have any clear-cut data on this family? How many families are like this in US?
Thank you.
And what about the students of US?
Thank you. Shri Sanjay Raut, briefly, 1 minute.
सर, हम हम समझ रहे कि प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के मित्र हैं।
प्रश्न पूछिए।
लेकिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी अब यूएस जा रहे हैं, उनका टूर फिक्स हुआ है, और उससे पहले मोदी जी वहां पहुंचने से पहले जिस तरह से हमारे लोगों को यहां भेज दिया है, मेरे क्लैरिफिकेशन में मांगना चाहता हूं कि लगभग 18,000 लोग वापस वो भेज रहे हैं। क्या मोदी जी वहां जाकर प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प से ये 18,000 लोगों के बारे में कोई सकारात्मक बात करना चाहते हैं?
संजय जी, थैंक यू। डॉक्टर फौजिया खान।
Sir,
1 minute, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Just one query. Sir, is it true that the US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to cancel student visas for non-citizens participating in protests related to the Israel-Palestine conflict? Is this true that the United States of America, who calls themselves the sole custodian of human rights and democracy, is doing this for protesting? What is India's stand on this?
Thank you. Honorable Minister. No, please. Honorable Minister. No. Thank you, sir. I have given one party. No, sorry. Please. No. Honorable Minister.
Sir,
Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
Only Honorable Minister. Please go ahead.
A number of members raised issues which you pointed out were repetitive. So I will answer issue by issue.
Okay.
In some cases, it will reply to multiple members.
Okay.
So the first issue which was raised by Mr. Surjewala He said, do you know that 104 people were brought back yesterday? Of course we know. We were the people who verified the nationality. We were the people who gave the aircraft clearance for the flight to know. So yes, I know 104 people came back in 2014. I also know that 5 to 7 times that number came back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let us not make out as though this is something which is a new issue. This is an issue which was happening earlier. Second issue, sir. Many people ask me, where did we have consular access to these 104 or others who are in detention? In many cases, sir, consular access, embassy would like to have consular access to any Indian national. But that national has to request consular access. In many cases, they have not requested, so we were not aware. But in every case, we have obtained passport details, we have checked the verification, we have ensured that they are Indians, and we have had contacts to ensure that that is the case. Then, sir, there is the next issue. After their return, are we making an effort, which Honorable Member Tirchi Siva asked, are we making an effort? Yes. In fact, that is why the authorities have been given instructions, and I would urge Honorable Member Sanjay Singh not to misrepresent that instruction. They have been given instruction to sit with every one of the returnees, find out how did they go to America, who was the agent, how did this illegal industry happen, how can we take precautions so that this does not continue. We have been very, I would say, sir, sympathetic and solicitous to the predicament of people going. So I do not want the House or the public to have a wrong understanding of how they were received. They have come through a very difficult experience. They were misled by agents. I will come to the action issue after this, sir. Then the question, sir, I think one member raised saying, the numbers went up after 2016. Sir, I was very bureaucratically correct. I took a single source.
Sir, what is meant by bureaucratically correct?
Sir, which means I followed a bureaucratic database to ensure that I gave before the House a very similar comparable number from the same database.
So, sir, as a healthy practice, let everyone follow the bureaucratic practice.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Now, sir, what I do want to say, actually, if one looks at the Homeland Security data, sir, the Homeland Security, the American Homeland Security Department has a report about aliens removed by criminal status and country of nationality. For India, actually that number is 860.
Sir, I allowed indulgence. No, what is this? You are not listening to the Honorable Minister. No, I am so sorry. Please. Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
I'll be careful next time.
Sir,
I'll be careful next time. Take your seat.
Sir,
Honorable Minister.
Homeland Security Department data actually shows prior to 2014, their numbers, American numbers were actually close to 1,000. The numbers I have given, sir, as can be seen in the statement, are from the Bureau of Immigration. In many cases, possibly because if they were not issued emergency certificates, they may have been treated differently. Maybe they went to some other country. So I would say we should look at this in a overall manner rather than try to make clever points about which year was a little higher than which year. Then, sir, the issue came about military aircraft being sent. Now, some other members also raised, have military aircraft been sent before. The procedure, sir, is we have looked at deportations for the last 15 years. It is up to the authority of the Immigration Customs Authority to charter an aircraft. It could be a military aircraft, but whichever aircraft comes in, it is under the authority of the ICE. The procedure, whether it was a military aircraft, whether it was a chartered aircraft, was exactly the same. Then the issue came up, sir, was there advance notice given?
Only what the minister says goes on record. Please go ahead.
Advance notice was given. The advance notice was given, and there was consular access done. We had checked all the procedures. Then, sir, the issue was raised, do they have property? We are not aware that they have property, but if they have anything, we will be responsive to that. We do not, sir, have data on illegal immigrants, and the issue about student visas being cancelled does not apply to immigrants. Thank you, sir.
Beautiful. Shri, well, all we can say about the statement of the Honorable Minister is he has been very comprehensive and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab, 5 minutes, not present. Shri Ramji. Sanjeev, okay, you are there? I missed you. Shri Sanjeev Arora will resume to make his address for next 3 minutes.
Sir,
3 minutes.
When my point was interrupted, I was at out-of-pocket expense, which I have already taken care of, and I have mentioned quite a bit that we are on a very higher side as far as out-of-pocket expenses are concerned in our country. Now, sir, coming next on AIIMS, there have been 23 new AIIMS hospitals, but there is a shortage of faculty of 40%, almost 40% in these AIIMS, and also non-faculty positions are around 30% less in AIIMS. So my request is that if the budget is increased, we can afford to pay them more and get this get more professors, faculty and non-faculty positions for our hospitals. Sir, now coming to regulations on private hospitals. Sir, private hospitals charge arbitrarily across states for one reason, that there is no control over the charges being charged by them. Consumables and diagnostic tests overpriced due to lack of price standardization. Also, it is observed that even after setting ceiling prices in some cases like stunts, knee replacements, the hospital charges are increased, so it comes to same. I'll give you an example, sir. I have bills. One is from a corporate hospital and one is from open market. From the open market, the same thing is available for 64 rupees, whereas the same is available in institutional hospital for more than 300 rupees. Because, sir, once you are admitted, you are a IPD patient. Now they may charge anything. There is no one to control. अब आप ये तो कह नहीं सकते कि मैं ग्लव्स बाहर से लाऊंगा, ये आप कह नहीं सकते कि मैं टेस्ट कराने बाहर जाऊंगा. तो जो भी कराना पड़ेगा, जो वो हॉस्पिटल कर रहा है वो करता है, करें, ठीक है, बट कोई तो कंट्रोल होना चाहिए. सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स को लेके इनटू अकाउंट देयर शुड बी सम कंट्रोल रिगार्डिंग दिस. And sir, next ESI. Sir, at presently, under ESI, 21,000 rupees who get are covered. And this has been going for long. So my request to government, through you to government, is to increase this limit so that more and more workers are covered under ESI and they can get affordable health treatment. And now, sir, coming to professionals, we were just discussing medical education and our students going abroad. Sir, we have 109,000 UG seats in India, the undergraduate MBBS seats, whereas PG we have only 70,000. Which means that after UG, most of the doctors who finish MBBS, they are going abroad, because hardly you see these days MBBS doctors. Any doctor who is practicing has MD on them. So this brain drain somehow needs to be stopped, and we are already in shortage even in AIIMS hospital, where government can afford to pay doctors more, which I have brought up before. And also, sir, there needs to be a stricter law on unethical practices. Now, let me give you an example, sir. The cesarean cases, WHO has recommended that it should be 15%. No more than 15% on an average cesarean cases should be there. In our country, in some states, it's more than 50%, sir. So unethical practices should be stopped and commercial motives should be. And also there needs to be some health insurance norms where GST point has already been brought, needs to be taken out of health insurance, because even compared to other countries, the percentage of people insured in our country are very minimal. Now, sir, before I end I would like to call upon the government to take the following steps: increase healthcare expenditure at least to 2.5% of GDP, if not 5%, which has been recommended by State Bank of India recently. Regulate private healthcare pricing, revise ESI wage ceilings, strengthen AIIMS faculty and public health infrastructure, expand insurance coverage for vulnerable population and currently uninsured missing middle class. Curb unethical medical practices. Thank you.
Thank you, Mani Sanjeev ji. Mani Sri Abdul Wahab ji.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I rise to oppose this motion of thanks. There is a general sentiment here and abroad. This parliamentary democracy is getting diluted. And not just like before, I am here since 2004. It was not gradually, but now it is very in the high-speed mode. Our functions are in parliament. An opposition delayed is the democracy denied. That is the caption now, especially in India. It is nowadays hearing. I raise my serious concern and protest on behalf of my party the way the government has formed a joint parliamentary committee. They have not included me. That is one problem. Nobody from my party. But now I think it was better decision by the government. I am not there because whoever went all over India, nothing. All the opposition members, whatever they mentioned, it is in the waste basket. Nothing is considered. Only our chairman decided only for the members, those who are from the ruling party. They made some suggestions. And
no comment on honorable chairman as per rules.
Excuse me? Yeah, this part of that. How many things are discussed here? You are also here. So, and again, our foreign minister is here, so that it's a very rare chance to get me. Next month or whenever June, the PM is going to America. February itself. Next, within one night, he is not listening. But anyway, I request our foreign minister just to give some, not instructions, some suggestions to PM to raise this issue what was here 1 hour before, 15 minutes before. There are so many other illegal immigrants there in not only in America but different places. They will, even in UAE, I am feared that they will also start using their what you call helicopters or whatever it is. Even though it is only 3 minutes, there are 3 these. And one thing I have to remind on the government is the Worship Act 1991. It is not at all, it's a verdict from the Supreme Court. But the local courts, you see, judicial overriding on this act, Varanasi lower court in Gyanwati Masjid and Allahabad court in Sambal Mosque is highly condemnable and questions the integrity of our judiciary. The recent claim and controversy over the Ajmer Dargah, which has a history of 600 plus years, should be called out loud and should be strictly punished. I urge the government, the judiciary to strengthen this act. And a lot of other things are also happening nowadays, especially in budget Kerala. Totally ignored. I can only hear one voice from our chairman's state, Bihar. No single one word about Kerala. Forget about Kerala. What about Wayanad? The Prime Minister came there and assured the rehabilitation and all. So far in the budget or other way, nothing is granted. It is a grave concern for us. Our government, Kerala government, they are also suppressing the Keralites, and you also start suppressing the government. What we will do? They are not giving enough facilities. They are taken money from wherever, and the money what they got in exchequer is not spending. They are finding so many excuses. 700 crore project is there, but state government also, central government also, they are not coming to the Wayanad issue. Maybe because if it is Wayanad is Priyanka Gandhi's constituency, I don't know. This is happening in Kerala and in center. I urge the government, not looking to the Kerala government, please allow some more money for the rehabilitation of the Wayanad or whatever we call that land perhaps. Thank you very much, sir. And I wish that this time you are not interfering in my speech. Thank you very much.
I never interfere. I only remind after
no.
Your time.
You will start please. From 4 minutes.
Please. No.
Okay.
Never.
No, okay. Thank you.
Mani Sri Babu Ram Nishad. Mani Babu Ram Nishad. Not present. Mani Sri Amar Pal Maur. Mani Amar Pal Maur.
धन्यवाद माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय के अभिभाषण पर चर्चा के लिए समय देने के लिए आपका आभार प्रकट करता हूं। महोदय, माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया ने अपने अभिभाषण में देश के उस अंतिम पायदान पर खड़े हुए व्यक्तियों के विषय में उन्होंने चर्चा किया और कहा भी कि सार्थक विकास तभी होता है जब देश के अंतिम पायदान पर खड़े हुए व्यक्ति को सरकार की योजनाओं का लाभ उनको प्राप्त होता है। और उसी भावना को पंडित दीनदयाल उपाध्याय जी ने अंत्योदय की कल्पना में कहा, जिसके प्रति हमारी माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार संकल्पित है। महोदय, गरीब को जब गरिमापूर्ण जीवन मिलता है तो उसके जीवन में जीने की जो कला है, जो उसका जीवन है, उसके अंदर एक गौरव और आत्मसम्मान का भाव बढ़ जाता है, जिसको लेकर के देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 2014 में जब प्रधानमंत्री बने तभी उन्होंने गरीब कल्याण की योजनाओं पर काम करना प्रारंभ किया, जिसको माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय ने अपने अभिभाषण में चर्चा में कहा। मैं एक गरीब किसान का बेटा हूं महोदय, मैंने जीवन में गरीबी को अपनी आंखों से देखा है। महोदय, देखा ही नहीं, उसको हमने जिया है। और जब देश के ऐसे राजनीति क्षेत्र के लोगों ने, जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने गरीबों की योजनाओं को चलाने का काम किया, उन तक घर देने का काम किया, तो उनका उन्होंने मजाक उड़ाया। महोदय, हमने गरीबी के जीवन में जब एक व्यक्ति के घर पर छप्पर होता था, जब वर्षा आती थी तो रात भर वो जो है एक कोने में बैठ करके सारी रात अपनी जो है वो गुजारता था। माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जब उनको पक्के मकान दिए तो इसी पार्लियामेंट के अंदर यहाँ पर बैठे हुए ऐसे भी विपक्ष के नेता रहे कि उनका मजाक उड़ाने का काम किया। इन गरीबों का मजाक, उनको मकान मिलने पर इनको खुशी नहीं हुई, उनको शौचालय मिलने पर इनको खुशी नहीं प्राप्त होती है। मैं तो बचपन में सुनता था महोदय कि जब देश की आजादी के बाद रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान, खुशहाल रहेगा हिंदुस्तान, ये हमने सुनते आए अपने आंखों से। लेकिन न रोटी मिली, न कपड़ा मिला, न मकान मिला। महोदय, जब देश की आजादी के बाद जब 60 साल एक परिवार के लोग राज करते रहे और इस प्रकार का नारा लगाते रहे, तो क्या उनको इस देश के जो है पार्लियामेंट के अंदर बैठने का अधिकार था या गरीबों का मजाक उड़ाने का अधिकार उनको किसने दिया? महोदय, ये गरीबी और अमीरी में हमेशा भेद करते रहे हैं। देश के अंदर तो ऐसे महापुरुष हुए हैं जिन्होंने, कबीर जी ने कहा है, कबीर कुआं एक है पानी भरे अनेक, बर्तन में ही भेद है पानी सब में एक। महोदय, ये भेद किसने पैदा किया? ये भेद इस देश के अंदर, देश की आजादी के बाद सत्ता पर बैठे हुए जो लोग थे, एक परिवार के लोग जो शासन करने वाले थे, उन्होंने गरीबी और अमीरी का भेद पैदा किया। उस भेद का मिटाने का